They told you to fit in, to smile politely, to silence your inner voice when it got too loud, too different, too real. But what if I told you that the reason you never quite belonged wasn't a flaw, but a divine signature? What if your isolation wasn't a punishment, but a sign of sacred selection? The world calls it loneliness. Heaven calls it the calling. And there's a reason, an ancient, deliberately buried reason, why the chosen ones cannot be around a lot of people. And Jesus knew this truth long before the world was ready to accept it. The Gospels never said Jesus was surrounded by crowds for long. He often disappeared. Into the mountains, into the deserts, into the silence. Not because he was hiding, but because he was aligning. You see, when you're chosen, your soul is tuned to a higher frequency. And not everyone can handle that energy. Not everyone should. Jesus once said, "Do not cast your pearls before swine." Those weren't just words about wisdom. They were a warning. A chosen soul's presence can agitate the spirits of the unawakened, stir the darkness in others, and draw unseen forces like moths to a flame. And that's why you were made to walk apart. But there's more. Far more. You've probably felt it. The spiritual exhaustion after being around too many people. The sudden anxiety. The heaviness. The sense that something unseen is trying to drain or dim your light. That's not paranoia. It's perception. It's spiritual warfare disguised as social fatigue. From the moment you were born, ancient systems knew who you were. They recognized your frequency before you even had words. And they built this world to mute it. The matrix you live in, this world of endless noise, distractions, shallow desires, it was designed not just to trap the average soul, but to suffocate the chosen. Long ago, secret councils and powerful empires realized that when chosen ones came together, miracles happened. Lands healed, people awakened, control slipped. So they rewrote history. They demonized the prophets, silenced the mystics, burned the books that told you the truth about your DNA, your divine purpose, your inner sight. The Gnostics, early followers of Christ, spoke of the divine spark, the true gnosis, the knowing that lives inside a chosen one. They said, Jesus didn't just come to save us, but to remind us that we are not of this world, that we carry the kingdom within. And for this, they were hunted, erased, labeled heretics. And so the chosen ones were scattered, isolated, lied to, raised to believe their sensitivity was weakness, their intuition was madness, their spiritual gifts were coincidence. They were told to medicate their visions, to silence their dreams, to be normal. But you were never meant to be normal. You were meant to be anointed. And that's why you feel so deeply. Why people are drawn to you and yet drain you. Why you walk into a room and feel everything. The joy, the sorrow, the deception, the unspoken. It's because you're not just seeing with eyes. You're seeing with soul. And it frightened them. The governments? They know. The secret societies? They've always known. Why do you think they invest so much in distraction? In division? In keeping the chosen ones so busy surviving that they forget they were born to awaken? Because the moment you remember who you are, everything they've built begins to crumble. Jesus told his disciples they would be hated by the world, not because they were wrong, but because the world cannot stand the light of the chosen. Darkness fights to survive, and your light, it's fatal to the lie. So you find yourself alone often, misunderstood, spiritually isolated. But that's not punishment, it's preparation. Jesus went into solitude not for silence, but for strength. So do you. You recharge alone. You download the divine in the quiet. Crowds cloud you, but stillness strengthens you. Your isolation is your initiation. And now the time is turning. You're waking up, aren't you? Feeling something stir. Seeing the numbers, the dreams, the signs. Hearing that still, small voice get louder. That's not imagination, it's the activation. The veil is lifting, and you're beginning to see. You were never meant to blend in. You were meant to break out. You are a threat to the system, a miracle in human form, a vessel of divine memory sent to remind the world of what it tried so hard to forget. The reason you can't be around too many people is because your aura shifts atmospheres, because your energy reveals what others try to hide, because your presence awakens the dormant and agitates the demonic. You are a lighthouse in a storm of illusions, a soul forged in the fires of prophecy, and the enemy knew. If you ever discovered your true nature, you'd lead others to freedom. So, they tried to break you, isolate you, make you question yourself. But it didn't work, did it? You're still here, still searching, still sensing, still knowing. Because deep down, your soul remembers. And now that memory is becoming revelation. Jesus never wanted followers who fit in. He wanted revolutionaries of spirit, warriors of light, carriers of truth. And that is you. You are not broken. You are becoming. Every tear was alchemy. Every betrayal was redirection. Every silent night was a sacred recalibration of your divine mission. Now hear this. This is your time. The days of hiding are over. The age of falsehood is ending. You were called to this very moment. You are part of a remnant, a holy uprising of awakened souls who see through the veil, who carry ancient codes in their blood, who were marked before time began. You may be quiet, but your spirit is loud in the heavens. You may feel alone, but you are surrounded by angels. You may walk through darkness, but you are the light. And so I tell you, chosen one, do not fear your difference. Embrace it. Do not shrink your energy to make others comfortable. Expand it. Radiate it. Let your presence disturb the systems built to keep you small. You were not sent here to be accepted. You were sent here to awaken. Your ancestors pray through your heartbeat. Your future echoes in your eyes. Heaven is watching, waiting, cheering. This is your awakening. And the world has no idea what's about to rise. Stand up. Speak light. Walk alone if you must. But walk like the chosen vessel you are. Because you are not lost. You are hidden. Until now.